Good morning, great people. This is Zip. It's going to be another fantastic day. I hope everyone's doing well out there and you're locked in and excited about the crypto market. So, a couple things going on. We're going to get into this morning a little bit, but one of the things going on is there's a petition going around to try to get Brad Garlinghouse on the Joe Rogan show. Now, that would be a phenomenal thing. I'm not sure how many folks out there listen to Joe Rogan, but his influence alone and the audience that he can reach, it would be absolutely spectacular to be able to get Brad on there. And a lot of this is stemming from the 60 Minutes interview or their lack of, and be able to get some raw input from Brad because Joe Rogan, he just has a conversation and he brings out and discusses everything with whomever he's doing the interview with. And it's more of a conversation, and that's what it would be. But the capability, if this were to happen, to get Brad on Joe Rogan, to just be able to sit there and talk in a long format kind of conversation and talk about Ripple and XRP and the market and all of the things that were avoided in the discussion in the interview with 60 Minutes. It would just be a great thing and another huge momentum leap for Ripple and XRP. But that petition's out there if you're interested in it. It's at change.org. And yeah, it would be pretty cool. I mean, I love listening to Joe. Um, Maybe not agree with everything that Joe says, but again, just getting Brad on there would be pretty cool. But with that, there's the market news now, the big market news, at least for XRP or Ripple, and that's the RLUSD. And if you were on X or if you're following the news, you know now it's been approved. So Brad put a tweet out or a tweet. I'm still stuck in tweets. Put a post out yesterday stating that it was just in that the NYDFS has approved RLUSD and that the partner listing and exchanges will be out soon. And a word of caution is put in the post was you'll hear the news first from Ripple. As we've been talking about, and I said I was probably mentioning every time I talk, there's so many scammers out there, and somehow they'll figure out some way to use the approval now of RLUSD to try to scam people. So just be judicious and aware. Again, do not respond to anybody. But the news, RLUSD is approved, and the XRP market has responded to that. We've seen some step up in the market after that big collapse of liquidity in all of the crypto market. But with RLUSD being approved now, that's the next step up. So we just need to lock in, know what you hold, understand what is going on here in the larger picture that RLUSD is going to bring to XRP. It's the utility, it's the movement, it's the institutions all coming on board. And it's absolutely going to be exciting to see where this goes. And as I said, 2025 is the year. There's going to be so much excitement in 2025. We are just now getting into alt season in the early parts of a bull run. We haven't seen anything yet. So just be prepared. It's going to get wild, but it's exciting. But again, RLUSD is approved now, and we should start to see that on exchanges for use in the near future. And again, if we have new people that are listening, RLUSD again is the stable coin that Ripple is going to be using. So it's pegged to the US dollar. I've had folks reach out to me and ask if, it's worth buying RLUSD. No, not really. Not unless you're selling from something and you want to sell into RLUSD so you can keep it in the crypto sphere, into the digital realm, and you want a stable coin to do that with. But other than that, no plan for me to buy RLUSD. But it is going to benefit XRP holders a lot. So very exciting. So again, lock in, get ready for it, because our time's coming. And speaking of which, let's dream a little bit, because I also get asked the question quite often, how much XRP or how much HBAR, how much XDC, how much of whatever coin do I need to hold in order to retire? Well, that no one can answer those questions for you. I don't know if a $20 XRP would do it for you and give you enough money to be able to retire, but I don't know what your lifestyle is like. I know what mine is like, and I know what my number is. But even with that, when I say retire, I'm not going to retire. I'm going to retire from my current employment and I'm going to move into something else, something with purpose, something that I desire to do that gives me a purpose. I really don't have any desire to necessarily just sit around and sit on a beach every day. Now, there's going to be a lot of that, and there's going to be travel involved, but personally, I believe you have to have a purpose. So, with your newfound wealth, however, whatever amount that may be, it's probably something to think about. If you could do anything that you wanted to do and money was not an issue, what would your purpose be? Would it be breeding dogs? Would it be starting a gym? I don't know. But you have to have those dreams out in front of you so you know and you're prepared when the profits come and you accumulate wealth. It's going to be a change for many. And part of that is the mindset that I talk to. You have to be prepared for that new wealth coming in, or you will absolutely be miserable and you will probably waste it and you will be right back to square zero again. So be prepared. Think about your purpose. Know what you want to do with your wealth. Think about how to manage your wealth. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to go out and buy real estate? Are you going to make your money work for you? That's what wealthy people do. They're in control of their money and they make their money make more money by buying other assets. And that's a reason I will never and never plan on selling all of my crypto, whether that be XRP, HBAR, XDC, VET, XLM, Bitcoin. I plan on holding for a long term. I think we should I would recommend holding a small bag for a long term, at least 5 or so years minimum, because as utility comes in and institutions are coming into the market and they're utilizing these coins, there's going to be new capabilities and technologies that come out. And I believe there's just going to continue to increase the value of what we hold. But just be prepared for that because it's coming. So what I'd like to say is 2025 is the year for us to thrive. I believe great things are coming and your mindset needs to be prepared for that. If you're thinking negative and every time there's a dip in the market, you're stressing out, well, you may be over leveraged. You may have bought too much, and that's why that stress is there. Or you're just not prepared and your mindset's not correct. But all these markets are going to start to turn up in 2025, and we are absolutely going to thrive. And I'm excited for everybody out there that's a holder who's been around for 5 years, 7 years, or 5 months. It doesn't matter. We're all in this as a community, and I'd love to see everyone succeed. But as part of that success, your mindset and your being prepared is part of that. And that's why I stress that so much when I'm talking to you guys and girls. You have to be ready for it. Now's the time, as I've been discussing over the course of the last couple weeks. But a lot of exciting stuff going on. But again, RLUSD, it's going to be going live here shortly. So we're going to see an absolutely big explosion, I believe, with XRP. So lock in, know what you hold, and be prepared. And stay away from the scammers. Do not talk to anyone. If you want to hit me up on X, that's fine, but know who you're talking to at all given points in time when you're on these social platforms and on YouTube or anywhere else. You'll get phone calls out of the blue from Coinbase. Um, that is not really Coinbase, but absolutely excited for the market in RLUSD. That was some of the biggest news, and we're ready. This market is ready, so be prepared. And with that, again, I want everyone to have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you next time. Zips out.